Hi BookTube, I'm here with my November wrap-up. I read 9 books in total, mainly facilitated by the fact that I've been without the internet for half of November, so my reading has really taken over. Yeah, and let's start with the audiobooks. So I listened to Broken Homes by Ben Aaronovitch. It's book 4 in the Peter Grant series. And I have to say this is the weakest one so far. It felt like the plot and characters were kind of useless and pointless. They were just kind of like a vehicle to get to the plot twist at the end. I will be continuing on because, as I mentioned, the twist happens at the end, and I enjoy spending time with Peter Grant and the people at the Folly. Then I listened to Crossroads of Twilight by Robert Jordan. This is book 10. This book was a little bit of a disappointment in that all the action kind of happens in the background and we just get people talking about doing stuff and not actually doing stuff. And it was a bit frustrating, but I really enjoyed that we get to spend a lot more time with Matt Coffin in the Crossroads of Twilight. He's fastly becoming one of my favorite characters, and things are picking up for him. Anyways. Then I unexpectedly read an ebook, and it's The Stories of Your Life and Others by Ted Chiang. And I picked this up because I saw that Paul from Common Touch of Fantasy said that The Arrival was based on one of the short stories in here, and I really wanted to go see The Arrival, but I thought, if it's a short story, I may as well just read it first, and I just ended up reading it in chronological order the way that's printed, so I ended up reading all the other stories at the same time, and they're really good, they're really thought-provoking. I really highly suggest that you read The Story of Your Life, because it really talks about how language affects everything in really cool ways. So yeah, highly suggest you read that one. The first physical book I read was Horton's Miraculous Mechanisms by Alyssa Evans, and this is a middle grade formulaic adventure. It's good, but it's nothing really special. Then I read another middle grade, and that's The Boy in the Dress by David Walliams on this beautiful orange edition, and it is amazing. It is such a charming story about a young boy who decides that he likes to cross-dress, and it's done in such a non-judgmental way, and I really think that this is necessary for young children to know that these things aren't abnormal, that it's okay if you want to wear a dress and you're a boy. It's perfectly fine. It's really a wonderful story. And then Orphanage 41, I've lost the dust jacket. This is by Victor Malarick. This is the story of a young man who goes to Ukraine, and he gets embroiled in this international scandal about the selling of designer babies. And I didn't think it was real, but actually my mom knows someone who paid $50,000 for this designer baby, blonde hair, blue-eyed child from Eastern European countries. And it's a fascinating story how, you're not supposed to do that, right? It's not a good thing to do, but it's really interesting, really interesting. And then, The Perfect Book for the Perfect Time, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. And I read this during the election. That's why I say it was the perfect book for the perfect time, because it's such a quietly optimistic book that's, it shows the hope and beauty of humanity and their strive to be good and to do good and to just exist in a world and be kind to one another. And it is such an uplifting read. Very, very highly recommend this. Then, this one, bright green book here, Latency Paradox of Barrett Trufflehard by Ultraquan. This book blew my mind. I thought for sure, I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. Yeah, I so know where this is going. And then it drops a bomb on you, you're like, what? And I had to read this page over and over and over again. I was like, what are you trying to do to me? That is so, it really, I'm at a loss for words. But yeah, this book is really good. If you like Black Mirror, I think you should read this book. It's kind of that weird, in a good way, and it kind of like it tackles societal issues, and I will definitely be doing a full review of this book when I have more words for it. And lastly, This Beast, Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky, 939 pages. This book has everything. It interweaves like these heavy philosophical ideas with this gripping story of love and money and murder, and to be honest, at times it was like reading a Jerry Springer episode, but with a university level philosophical class, and it was just like astounding, and I ran out of sticky notes, and oh, I just have to thank Randall at Classic Books. I'll put the channel down below for reading this along with me, because I definitely needed that push. But don't be intimidated, read this book. So, those are the 9 books that I read in November. And let me know what you read in November, and if you've ever run out of sticky notes while you were reading. And thank you for watching.